Hello crafty friends, it's Jess from jesscrafts.com, and today I'm here with a video for Cat Scrappiness. So Cat just released this really beautiful mandala frame die that coordinates with a mandala, and together they're really beautiful. Today I'm just going to use the frame because, as I mentioned in my haul video, I think it will make for some really quick cards. So that's my goal today, and part of the reason that I'm going to simply film this live, because once you gather your materials, this card comes together really quickly. So I'm just going to show you that option here. Now I have stamped my little duck here from Fawn. This is an older Fawn Easter set, still available at the Cat Scrappiness shop. And I have decided to stamp it on pattern paper and do a little bit of coloring versus like the full-on coloring of these images. I have colored them completely in the past, and they're not, too difficult to color by any means. But sometimes I just am not in the mood to do all the shading and blending and etc., etc. Now I will say that the only issue with doing pattern paper for me, like stamping on pattern paper and then trimming it out, is I don't buy dies because I have a Scrappiness, or I rarely buy dies, coordinating dies. I buy other dies because, gorgeous. But anyway, I rarely buy coordinating dies because I have my Scrappiness. However, Scrappiness and pattern paper don't really mix. So if I want to do a technique like this, I'm kind of left to fussy cutting. Therefore, I would tend to pick something simpler that I think that I could fussy cut easily, and that is one of the reasons that I thought the little chick image from the set would be great. There's also a little flower kiddo and the bunny. I don't think either of them would be too hard to fussy cut, but I just think that the chick would be fastest. If you look carefully, you can see, and I hope I'm going to stay in frame this whole time for you guys, that I'm moving my paper more than I'm moving my scissor. I find that helps me get a faster and more accurate cut. If you don't want to cut exactly on the lines, you could, of course, just kind of try to follow along a simple trim and give you that sort of effect of the die, or just buy the dies, because the coordinating dies are on sale at Cat Scrappiness. And as always, there's a discount code in the video description, so you can even save a bit more. But I never know how much I'm going to use a particular set of stamps, and I will say though, that does motivate me. If I know, oh, I'm going to make like a whole bunch of something, if I am going to make all of my Easter cards with one set, or all of my Christmas cards with one set, that would push me over to buying a set of dies. In theory, the scan and cut is faster because it could cut all your images at once, but there's the potential for it to mess up, for one. And that would be really sad if you're creating a lot of them and then something shifted in the machine. So yes, in theory, you could cut out a whole page of 40 colored images on your scan and cut, but if something goes wrong and it gets messed up, yeah, you'd be quite sad. So I have my little ducky cut out, and I have picked, and this was Fawn pattern paper too. This is the Perfectly Plaid Spring from last year, and I'm going to combine it with the Perfectly Plaid Rainbow. And so my other inspiration in terms of color was Perfectly Plaid Rainbow by by Fawn, and I picked out a green, a purple, and a blue. Then I picked out a green, purple, and blue coordinating ink. They're not going to be exactly the same color, but it's not going to matter because I'm not going to do a tone-on-tone thing. Although that could be really fun too. And maybe, I don't know, like actually now that I say it, I'm like, well, maybe I should do a tone-on-tone thing. We'll see, maybe I'll decide that while I'm showing you. And then I picked out 3 colors of Cat Scrappiness jewels that I thought coordinated well. So I am really liking the tone-on-tone idea. My initial idea was to, like, if I had the green paper, maybe stamp in the purple ink with the blue jewels. And of course, yellow ducky. And so that I would kind of combine all these fun colors. So I do think purple, blue, green is a nice color combination. So obviously all the cool colors on the color wheel. But you could, of course, also just do green on green on green and do the sort of coordinating or monochromatic look. So maybe I'll just do one of each so you guys can decide which one you like better. And if you want, leave me a little comment about which one you think was the better idea. So for this green mandala frame that I've already cut from Cat Scrappiness, and that is super easy, even though it seemingly has these intricate parts, they come out of the machine so nicely. I did use my Gemini Junior machine, and I have found that it really is nice for intricate dies. I was a little bit concerned if I spent money on a new die cut machine, do I really need a new die cut machine? Does it really do anything different? Well, I do find that it does cut intricate dies a little bit more easily. I don't have to send it through the machine as many times. So to me, it was worth it. If I didn't have a die cut machine, I would say, spring for the Gemini versus a Big Shot, as much as my Big Shot served me well for many, many years, and I am happy with it, and I don't think it's a bad die cutting machine at all. All right, so here would be the green with purple, and then we'd put blue to go with it to show you that look. So what I would probably do is do 3 groups of 2. It's kind of how I've been feeling my sequins and gem placement lately. So I'll usually do one big one, and I'll make a visual triangle, and then one small one. Or, so here's the one choice of kind of mixing up the colors. Maybe I would put that one up a little and this one down a little. I don't like them to be like straight across from each other. Another choice is to like make some of the bigs actually the mediums, because the Cat Scrappiness jewels come in 3 sizes at least. So you can still do a big and a little, but it's a slightly different size than the other ones. And that can also help to mix it up a bit. And either way, instead of putting foam tape behind my little critter here, I actually have just been taking my thick cardstock scraps. I've been taping them together and creating some foam tape. I mean, it's just paper. But I've been layering those up in place of foam tape. And this is because, well, 2 reasons. One, I don't have to spend any money on it. It's just scraps. It is thinner, which I like, so I can create just the tiniest amount of dimension. And I guess I actually have 3 reasons, because my 3rd reason is I think that overall it's the more probably environmentally friendly thing to do. This particular card obviously won't be able to be recycled in the end until you pull off the jewels, but not having the foam tape makes it more likely that it could be recycled if, after it's been enjoyed for however long. Anyway, so there's my 3 color card. What if we did a monochrome version? Of course, I would, like adhere all that down and put on a card base, etc., but, saving you all some time here. I already have purple ink on my stamp, so I'm going to do the purple background. And I think that this purple will actually be dark enough, or I'm not sure if the green and blue, I think the blue would be dark enough, but I don't think the green would be. So anyway, stamp the sentiment down, like how that looks so far. It is dark enough, which is nice. And then there are 2 colors of purple jewels from Cat, but I picked the lilac ones. And now there will be a coordinating blog post with this, so you'll be able to go over and see all the cards that I make and see what they all look like finished. But just for a quick idea for what the monochromatic version would be, let me just kind of place on some jewels. So I think the jewels are a little bit less noticeable in the monochromatic version, but I think that the duck pops more. So I think you would kind of try to determine what you really want to be your focal point, because if you really want the duck to stand out, maybe you choose the monochromatic version. If you really want your embellishments to shine, maybe the mixed color version. So anyway, maybe I can bring this back very gently without disturbing them, because I didn't glue them down. I would just use multimedia matte to glue these down, by the way. Monochromatic, 3-color version. Head to the blog, check out more of them. Link will be in the video. I'll put affiliate links to Cat Scrappiness because I am on the design team. And of course, no additional cost to you. There will be a discount code in the video description. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye.